Hey guys, it is Michelle Diggs Fiction. I hope you guys like the new YouTube channel name. So, my initials are MDF. If you want to be technical, MDRF, but I prefer MDF. So, I wanted to create a YouTube channel name that kind of correlated with my initials, so that's what I came up with, Michelle Diggs Fiction. And I really do like that channel name, so I hope you guys like it too. So my YouTube channel is officially called Michelle Diggs Fiction. So anyways, so I know I said I was going to do a review video. I swear I will do it right after this birthday haul video. So I almost forgot to do this video actually because I was so excited with the new books that I got and with the new TBR game, and just to add an update on that, I'm still working on it a little bit. Hopefully I can get it up sometime this weekend, hopefully by the end of tomorrow. And then I will probably also add the TBR card game as well. So I do need to look over that as well. So that's the new update. And I am so proud of myself right now. I am definitely out of the reading slump. I finished the first 3 days of April. I finished Pestilence, which was such a good book, but I will save that for the next review video at the end of this month. And the current book I'm on is Archer's Voice, which is one of the books in this haul. But I'm going to start with PangoBooks. I did buy from one seller 5 books, and then the rest of the other books are from Amazon. So let's get started. So you guys saw this on the last TBR video, but I did buy Dark Succession from, like I said, one Pango bookseller by Katie Robert. And the premise does sound interesting to me, but surprisingly, the reviews they're kind of so-so. I think this is 3.56 on Goodreads, so hopefully I might like it. I'm not sure, but this is part of a different Katie Roberts series. I will read a little bit about it if you don't know about Dark Succession. And it was under a previous different name. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, it doesn't even say it here. Oh, previously published as The Marriage Contract. So if you know it as The Marriage Contract before, this is what Dark Succession is based on. It's the same. It's just a different title. Okay, so Teague O'Malley hates everything associated with his family's name, and when his father orders him to marry Callista Sheridan to create a business, quote-unquote, alliance, Teague's ready to cut ties once and for all. But then Teague actually meets Callista, sees the bruises on her neck and the trauma in her eyes, and vows he will do everything in his power to avenge her. Everyone knows the O'Malleys are dangerous, but Callie wasn't prepared for his brand of lethal grace and coiled power. His slightest touch scorches through her, but the closer they get, the more trouble they're in, because Kaylee's keeping a dark secret, and what Teague doesn't know could get him killed. So this is a dark romance book, and like I said, I hope I do like it. So let me know in the comments if it's worth reading or not. Okay, so next one is The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. So I think I mentioned in one of my earlier videos, I do the 52 book club challenge. I started it last year and now I'm doing the 2025, but I'm trying to finish up the 2024 one as well at the same time with the 2025 52 book club prompts. So one of the mini December prompts from last year is something to do with like Christmas food or something like that. So that's why I picked this book out from this girl's shop. I will I'm not sure if I can put a link or maybe the name of her shop on PangoBooks if you guys are interested in seeing what she has. But it sounds like, I think it's called The Holiday, with Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet. I know Jack Black was in there, and I think Jude Law, where the two girls switch between the UK and America, and they both fall in love. Like the British girl falls in love with the American guy, and then the American girl falls in love with the British dude. So I really love that movie. It's one of my favorite romance comedy movies. So it's kind of like, this book is kind of based on that movie. Let me read a little bit of it. So when Chef Charlie Goodwin gets hit on the head on the LA set of her reality baking show, she loses her critical ability to taste and smell. Meanwhile, Charlie's identical twin Cass is frantically trying to hold her own life together back in their quaint mountain hometown while running the family's bakery and dealing with the breakup that just won't end. With only days until Christmas, a desperate Charlie and Cass do something they haven't done since they were kids: switch places. But when rugged firefighter Jake Greenman and gorgeous physician assistant Miguel Rodriguez are thrown into the mix, will the twins' identity swap be a recipe for disaster or for getting their lives back on track? So they are twins, and I think twin swaps are really funny sometimes, because I do like to watch those YouTube videos of twin siblings. Like one has a kid and then they pass the baby to each other because the baby thinks, the other twin is its father. It's so cute and funny. So I really do like that concept of twins switching. So I think this also didn't get really great reviews. I don't remember what the reviews were on Goodreads, but they were mediocre. It's like 3 point something. So I hope I will like this. So we'll see. So the next book that I got is This Spells Love. I really love the cover and I love the color. I'm a teal, mint green, aqua girl. Favorite color range. This is a book of the month, and oh gosh. So I have to admit, I'm not big on witch, wizard type of things, but the premise of this book really does sound good to me. So it says a young woman tries to heal her heartbreak by casting a spell to erase her ex from her past, but wakes up in an alternate reality in which she's lost more than she wished for in this witty, whimsical friends to lovers debut. I'm not going to read the rest because it's pretty long. So I think what I read before, she and her best friend, oh gosh, no, hold on. When Gemma gets dumped by her long-term boyfriend, because I just know she and her best friend she falls for her best friend in the new reality over her ex or something like that. And that has no idea who she is. Oh, her best friend Dax doesn't know who she is in the alternate reality. But she ends up falling for her best friend Dax. So I thought that was really interesting. I think this also didn't get that much great reviews as well. I know it was like 3 point something as well on Goodreads, but it still sounded good to me, and I am a cover lover, okay? I'm Michelle, and I'm a cover lover. I judge a book by its cover majority of the time. So I do love to own books that have beautiful covers. So I just hope it's good to me. I really hope, because it's such a pretty cover and I love the color. Okay, the next book that I got is Lovely War. She did say that there is sun damage on this book, and I really wanted to read it. And she was having a really great sale. I think she had like I'm not sure if it was like 50% off or 40% off. So I'm like, let me just get it, because I just really want to read it. I do love the cover as well. It's such a pretty cover. It's Lovely War by Julie Berry. Oh, so This Spells Love is by Kate Robb. I forgot to mention that. So I saw a couple of booktubers that were reading this as well, and I believe this is a really good book. I remember it was like 4.2 on Goodreads, and it does sound interesting because it has something to do with the Greek gods like Aphrodite playing around with humans, putting them together or something like that during World War II. It says A Passion and Loss in World Wars 1 and 2. So I think, so you can see as the bottom part is white, but when you turn it around, you can see how it gets dark. So this is what the seller was talking about of sun damage. And it's not too bad. I mean, as long as the front is okay and, you know, the edge, like corners, like that's what really matters to me. It's not too bad. I mean, most books turn yellow anyways over the years, I believe, the longer that you have it. So eventually it was going to get to that point anyways. Let me just read the back part so you guys can, you know, hear what it's about. So you may ask me, as others have done before, whether it was kindness or cruelty to allow them to meet so soon before his departure, with so little time to discover each other, whether the pangs of loss do not invalidate the bliss of love, especially where war is concerned and death runs rampant with his bloody scythe. I don't call it cruelty. I do not apologize. And I guess Aphrodite says that in the book. So, again, Greek gods playing with humans, putting them together and so forth. Sounds really interesting, so I had to get it too. Okay, the last book that I got from this Pango book seller is Traitor's Kingdom. This is the third book, part of a trilogy. This is by Aaron Beatty. And I was trying to remember if I mentioned this author's name. I think I did. Sorry. So I do have the second and now the third book. I still need to buy the first book before I start reading this trilogy. I love the covers. They're gorgeous. So I'm gonna wait a little bit more to get the first book on PangoBooks. And it's really hard to find hardcovers of this trilogy. So if you want to read this trilogy, I recommend just getting it in paperback. You'll have a better especially on PangoBooks, you'll definitely find more paperbacks of this trilogy than hardcovers. So it says here, oh wait, this is the third book. I shouldn't even read the premise of it. So, because I'm sure it's going to give something away or whatever. So, if you want to know what it's about, just go on Goodreads, search up The Traitor's Kiss. That's the first book, I believe. I think. The Traitor's Kiss. Let me check. Yes, The Traitor's Kiss. So the second book is called The Traitor's Ruin, and then The Traitor's Kingdom. So just look up The Traitor's Kiss and read what's it about. I kind of remember a little bit. It has something to do with, like, I'm not sure if he's a bodyguard or something, but I don't know. I'm sorry. I wish I could remember what it was about, but it just sounded interesting to me. So that's why I really want to read the trilogy. Okay, now on to the Amazon books. So I ordered 9 books between the end of February and the whole month of March from Amazon. So I'm going to start off with the books that were on my TBR. So actually, this was on my March TBR, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. Anyways, so you guys saw I actually did pick this on a previous TBR in March. I decided not to read it because it sounded like a summer vibe. So In the Unlikely Event by Rebecca Yarros. It, like I mentioned before, it is a second chance book about a military guy, and I believe he's in the military. It says, when Izzy Astor gets on a plane to go home, she isn't expecting much. It's the usual holiday travel experience, busy, crowded, stressful. Then she spots her seatmate, who is anything but ordinary. Nate Phelan sports dark hair, blue eyes, and a deliciously rugged charm that Izzy can't resist. Their connection is undeniable. Izzy never believed in destiny before, but she does now. Just 90 seconds after takeoff, their plane goes down in the Missouri River. Their lives change. They change. Nate goes on to a career in the military, while Izzy finds her way into politics. Despite a few chance encounters over the years, the timing never feels right. Then comes a high-stakes reunion in Afghanistan, where Nate is tasked with protecting Izzy's life. He'll do anything to keep her safe and everything to win her heart. So, again, I think I mentioned this before. I'm not big on second chance tropes or trope. It just really depends whether it sounds good or not. And this book really sounds good to me, and I love the colors of the cover. And this, again, will be my first Rebecca Yarros book if I get to it. Hopefully sometime soon, but preferably in the summer. So let's see. Okay, so again, like I said, I'm currently reading Archer's Voice, and I bought this because I just watched her video. I forgot what her name was, but I'm gonna put it in the description box so or her link, the link to her channel, so you guys, I'm sure some of you know who she is. But she did, like I said in the previous video, she did a blindly choosing back in for February TBR, and this is one of the books that she picked out, and it was a reread for her, and she said it was her absolute favorite romance book, and that convinced me to get it. And I believe it's also part of a series by Mia Sheridan. So I am about 50 pages in already, and it's a little slow in the beginning, but it's starting to get there, so it is a slow burn. But I have a feeling I might like this as well. We'll see. But I will save the rest of my commentary for the next review video. So just to read, what's it about? So I wanted to lose myself in the small town of Pelion, Maine, to forget everything I had left behind. The sound of rain, the blood, the coldness of a gun against my skin. For 6 months, each breath has been a reminder that I survived and my dad didn't. I'm almost safe again, but the moment I meet Archer Hale, my entire world tilts on its axis and never rights itself again. Until I trespass into his strange, silent, and isolated world, Archer communicates with no one. Yet in his whiskey-colored eyes, something intangible happens between us. There's so much more to him than just his beauty, his presence, or the ways his hands communicate with me, on me. But this town is mired in secrets and betrayals, and Archer is the explosive center of it all. So much passion and so much hurt, but it's in Archer's silence that we might just find what we need to heal and to live. So it does sound really good. So again, that's what I'm currently reading. And then, let's see. Okay, so you guys saw in the previous TBR video, I did pick Electric Idol by Katie Robert. This is the second book in Dark Olympus. I don't plan, because there's some, I looked at all the Dark Olympus books, and there's some books that I don't plan to read because it just doesn't sound interesting to me. So I don't plan to keep this series, and I'm probably not gonna buy all of them like in a rush. I'm not gonna be in a rush to try to get to the next book. But this book, because of the way it looks, the cover, I had to get it, and it does sound good as well. So, like I said before in the last video, this is based on Psyche and Eros. So it says, he was the most beautiful man in Olympus and the most deadly. In the ultra-modern city of Olympus, there's always a price to pay. Psyche Demetrio knew she had to face Aphrodite eventually, but she never expected her literal heart to be at stake, or for Aphrodite's gorgeous son to be the one ordered to strike the killing blow. Eros has no problem shedding blood. Raised to be his mother's knife in the dark, he's been conditioned to accept that he's more monster than man, but when it comes to time to take out his latest target, he can't do it. Confused by his reaction to Psyche's unexpected kindness, he does the only thing he can think of to keep her safe. He binds her to him, body and soul. Psyche didn't expect to find herself married to the city's most dangerous killer, but something about Eros wakens a fire she's never felt before. As lines blur and loyalties shift, Psyche realizes Eros might take her heart after all, and she's not sure she can survive the loss. So, again, sounds super good. So that's why I had to get it right away. And I'm glad I'll be reading this book this month. So, again, this was a book that I picked for this month's TBR, Five Brothers by Penelope Douglas. So, I did buy Credence as well, but I decided to get this as well because I just wanted to see how she writes first before I jump into Credence, because Credence is a pretty controversial book. If you guys don't know, it has something to do with the girl's age and three other guys, etc. So this book, it says, on the other side of town in the dark glades under the rain, Macon is the oldest, 31 ex-Marine. I don't think I've ever seen him smile. Army is 28, a single dad with the most beautiful green eyes. He has no idea who he is, if not a Jaeger brother. Iron will be in prison soon. You never think it to meet him. He's a nice guy, actually, but he can't stop reacting to everything. Dallas is the one I hate. 21, cruel and selfish. He takes and then throws away whatever's left. And Trace is mine, or he was for about 2 seconds. No one can tame him for long. Now that I ever wanted to, it was fun, but now I need to go home, back to my side of the tracks, away from the swamp and these men, to my parents' big house on my clean street, where I'm never dirty or messy or hot, and I'll leave first thing tomorrow morning. I just want to crash on the couch tonight. Their house is dark and quiet, and everyone else is asleep except for him. He sees me crying and comes at me from behind. I let him wrap his arms around my body and hold me tightly. His breath is on my neck. His fingers are in my hair, and he doesn't stop there. I don't think it was Trace. So, again, just by the title, Five Brothers. Oh, so looking forward to reading that. Okay, so I might as well just continue with the Penelope Douglas book. So here's Credence. Like I said before, I regret not buying this on PangoBooks. I should have bought this on PangoBooks, but oh well. So the reason why I bought it is because I just wanted to see what... I'm one of those people, like, I will read the controversial books. Like, this is probably going to be my first controversial book of all time. Because when I was younger, like in my teen years, I usually stay away from those type of books. But yeah, I'm just curious. I'm curious why it's so bad. Let me just read what's it about. So, Tiernan DeHaas doesn't care about anything anymore. The only child of a film producer and his movie star wife, she's grown up with wealth and privilege but never love or guidance. And when her parents suddenly pass away, she knows she should be devastated, but she's always been alone, hasn't she? Jake van der Berg, her father's stepbrother, assumes guardianship of Tiernan. Tiernan sounds like a Game of Thrones name. I think there is a Tiernan in Game of Thrones. I only saw the first season, sorry. I will get back into that show sometime in the future. Anyway, so after moving to the mountains of Colorado to live with Jake and his two sons, Noah and Caleb, Tiernan quickly learns that these men now have a say in what she chooses to care and not care about anymore. As the three men take Tiernan under their wing, she slowly finds her place among them, but lines blur and rules become easy to break when no one else is watching. They each want her, but only one of them is going to keep her. Okay. I don't know when I'm going to read that, but it's going to be this year because I just want to get it over with. Okay, what's the next book? Let's do Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon. So this is a popular series that people talk about and read. This is the first in the series. I love the cover and the spine color, the mint green. Oh, I love mint green. So, let me read the blurb. Fall in love with the out-of-this-world romance between Georgie Caruthers, a human woman, and Vectel, an alien from another planet, in this expanded edition with bonus materials. Oh, better not read that part. You think being abducted by aliens would be the worst thing that could happen to me, and you'd be wrong, because now the aliens are having ship trouble and they've left their cargo of human women, including me, on an ice planet. We're not equipped for life in this desolate winter wasteland. Since I'm the unofficial leader, I head out into the snow to look for help. I find help all right. A big blue horn alien introduces himself in a rather startling way. Vectel says that I'm his mate, his chosen female, and that my presence is the reason his chest is purring. Okay. You can tell I didn't read the blurb to this before, because I don't remember that part. Okay. He'll help me and my people survive, but this poses a new problem. If Vectel helps us survive, I'm not sure he's going to want to let me go. Purring. Okay. Yeah. Don't know when I'm going to get to that book either. I would rather read that book in the fall time because it has, aliens in it, so it just makes sense. Okay, let's do Lights Out by Navessa Allen. When I first saw this book going around on BookTube, and then of course on Amazon, it just keeps flashing on Amazon to me, and it's like, let me just read the premise of this to see if I'm interested in it or not, because people say it's really good for a dark romance, and it really does sound good to me, because so a fact about me, since you guys will be getting to know me over time, I don't like skulls. I don't like how skulls look on books, or no matter how you design it, I just don't like skulls. I'm not big on skull designs, except the Day of the Dead type of like skull designs that I really like, but like anything else, nah, I'm just not into that. But yeah, it sounds interesting to me, so let me read the blurb. I want someone with a soul as black as night, someone who would burn the world down for me and not lose a single minute of sleep over it. Trauma nurse Ali Capelucci doesn't need any more kinks. She likes the one she's landed on just fine. To her, nothing could top the masked men she follows online. She fantasizes about one man in particular hunting her down, but she never could have guessed that one drunken text can make those dreams into reality. I want things most people don't, craving darkness and depravity instead of light and love. Josh Hammond has spent his life avoiding the limelight, but his online persona is another story at night. Another story. At night, he posts mass thirst traps for his millions of fans. But one follower has caught his eye, Allie. Together, Allie and Josh live out their darkest fantasies, unaware that Allie has captured the attention of someone with far more sinister intentions. As Josh turns from predator to protector, he must ask himself how far he'll go for the woman he's obsessed with. So really interesting, because I'm trying to broaden my horizons when it comes to dark romance books, because when it comes to dark romance, I have a certain level that I don't like to pass, but I'll read a book that's, if I haven't read something like this before, I will try it and see if I like it or not. So that's why I got it. And for a paperback, this is huge, guys. Even the Binding 13 book, it's a little bit taller. And then look at like that's crazy how big this paperback is. Okay, let's do Her Soul to Take by Harley LaRue. This is also part of a series, and this is something like, even animal skulls I'm not into either, like, but it kind of sounded good to me. It's a little different, but again, it's just something that I want to give it a chance when it comes to dark romance and see how I think. Anyways, let's read the blurb. So, Leon, my reputation among magicians is unblemished. Killer, they call me. Killing is what I'm best at. One wrong move and you're dead. Except her. The one I was supposed to take, the one I should have killed. The cult that once controlled me wants her, but I'm not about to lose my new toy to them. Ray, I've always believed in the supernatural. Hunting for ghosts is my passion, but summoning a demon was never part of the plan. Monsters are roaming the woods, and something ancient, something evil is waking up and calling my name. I don't know who I can trust or how deep this darkness goes. All I know is my one shot at survival is the demon stalking me, and he doesn't just want my body, he wants my soul. So, yeah, interesting. Okay, one more book. Last book from Amazon. The popular Binding 13. Another trope I'm not really into is sports romance tropes. Or trope. I don't know why I keep saying it plural, but anyways. So I do like the cover. I love the colors. But I got it because it does sound interesting. It does. So I wanted to give it a chance. I do have a few sports romance books, but I'm just not big on those. I'm not a big sports girl. I don't like watch sports or anything, but I don't. I try to read just to give, just to add a little bit like different romance in my ensemble of romance books, just to have something different. So since this is so popular and the ratings are really high on Goodreads, I mean a lot of the books that I got on Goodreads are pretty good. They're like 4+ stars, so that's why I got them. But anyways, let me read the premise. So Johnny Kavanagh has everything going for him on the rugby pitch. He's a force to be reckoned with, even plagued with a hidden injury. Everyone knows he's heading straight for the top, but that means there's no room for mistakes or distractions. Not even the shy new girl at Tommen College, the one with the sad eyes and concealed bruises. He needs to stay focused, keep his cool, and not let anything get in the way of the bigger picture. Except before he knows it, this lonely girl has become his only picture. Life has never been easy for Shannon Lynch. Bullied and tortured, she arrives at Tommen College midway through the school year, praying for a fresh start and desperate to shake off the demons that plague her. But when she meets the notorious Johnny Kavanagh on her first day, her plans to keep a low profile are at serious risk. As they fall into a complicated friendship and grapple with their undeniable chemistry, hidden pain and complicated secrets threaten to be their undoing, but Johnny won't give up on Shannon, no matter what it might cost them both. So we'll see how I like it. And the thing is, I didn't even know this was 600. This is 600 pages, guys. 600, and the floppiness. It's really nice. So that's all the books that I got for my birthday. And yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot of them. So yeah, that's my birthday haul. I hope you guys liked the books that I picked out. Let me know in the comments below which books you read, which books you liked, which books you didn't like, etc., what you rated, etc. So that would be really nice to read. So I will see you guys in my January, February, March review video. Bye guys.